Jim just made $100,000 with his dropshipping product. And in this video, we're going to break down everything he did, all the sneaky little tricks he used. We're going to reveal the product, literally show you everything, have a live filming session. So let's get started.
So this product made me over 100K. And on today's video, I'm going to show you how I found this product, how I filmed the video, and how I came up with video ideas. So I found this product on my burners page, but two things were differently. The first one is it was not a product video. It was just some guy is sharing his work. The second thing is it was not an active account. The person who posted the last video was about 2 years ago. But somehow I found this has a huge wow factor and I decided to run this product. So here is how I set up the scene. I'm a sucker for natural light, so I will try to use the sunlight as many as I can. But if sunlight is not available, you can also use the studio lights. Okay, before you start filming, always wipe your camera with a clean cloth. So there are three parts of this video. The first one is the hook. I'm gonna use this brush to scratch the board because brush is really soft, but I will hide this wooden stick in the brush. So the second part is the scratching part. I will scratch 4 different areas to indicate the process of doing it. And the last part will be me showing you the finished result. Okay, so before I edit the video, I want to show you a trick how I filmed this product, which saved a lot of time. So for each variation, I have 3 pieces. The first one will be the one do the unboxing. So this one is brand new, not scratched at all. So I'll film the unboxing part with this one. And the second one will be the one in progressing. So the main part, I will do the scratch on this one. So the third one will be the finished part. So I will do the last scene of showing the final result on this one. So that will save you a lot of time. But you still need to scratch them all, like for each variations. So, okay, let's do the editing. First, I will airdrop all the clips to my Mac. So one thing I do differently is I don't add videos on my phone because I want things to be precise. So normally before I edit the video, I will choose my music first. I found for this product the calm and chilling music works the best. Ideally would be have drop in the end, then I could match the final result of it. So for demonstration purpose, I'm just gonna go with this music. So it doesn't require a lot of editing for this product. You just need to trim your pieces to match the music.
I mean, then let's start off inside of your account.
So here's my account.
Yeah, maybe you can show one of the videos and explain, like narrate why you're doing things like you do them and what your thought process behind it is.
Period.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's my favorite one.
It's great. It's great. I have to say, like, what is so good about this is this whole ASMR feeling, and it's like so cozy, and everything, like the sound, everything is just lining up perfectly. And I assume that's one of the biggest reasons why it worked so well. And then also you made it look really cool and had this creative idea with like not fully drawing it out, etc. So that's like what I see here. Maybe you, like, while creating it, thought of other things even more.
Thank you first. I really appreciate that. And also, the biggest reason why I like this so much, because this idea was from the comment. So there's one person that's saying, because normally you will scratch the light gray area, but this person, he's asking, can you scratch the black one? It's like do it in reversed. I was thinking that is a really good idea. So I started this video, but the little trick I did there was I only scratched the half. So people were like asking for the other half, do it in normal way. So I really, the next step, the other half with call to action in the end. And that one did really good. I think the retention rate was 84%. That was crazy to me, to my account. So
that's great. Yeah. And obviously you have these like super viral videos, like 20 million views. Maybe you can quickly go onto the account, like share the views there, like super, super big videos. And if we take a look at the dashboard, what do you think? How much did you convert per million views?
Okay, so I got about like 200 million views across all the platforms. And so it was about like 450 something per million views.
Yeah. So not the highest converting, but obviously the virality made up for it. So can you go on to your most viral video, the 20 million view one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Similar concept.
Yes. And this is like, I'm pretty sure, like, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong here and I missed something, but like what I've usually noticed is that you post a very similar concept of video a bunch of times, and then one of them goes mega viral, like 20 million views in this case. This one is not necessarily better than a video you have which has like 100,000 views. It's not like significantly better. It's just more of the volume of consistently having good videos, and one of them just pops off. Would you agree with that, or would you say in your specific case you did something to make this video actually go this viral?
I totally agree on that one. Because I remember from the beginning, I tried a bunch of different concepts, different video concept. But once, because I always read my analytics. Oh, that's a really hard word. In the back, so I started noticing after I switched to this concept, my video retention got really high, always like 30 plus something. And then even though the views not like really good, but I still keep doing in this concept. And then I just hit it, got super viral. Yeah.
Yes. And this is how it usually goes. I mean, is there anything else like which took a while until you got it to this point? Like, obviously the first video you posted is, I assume, worse than this here. So like, what was your what was your process of getting it to this level?
So first of all, this product, there's nobody's running this product. So I have to come up my own ideas. I have to search in art niche. And I start doing what they're doing, and I start using their music. And I just tried a bunch of different concepts. And this one took me about like 2 weeks to actually seeing the result.
And you obviously also did dropshipping by yourself first. Maybe walk me through the journey of you doing it by yourself and then starting with us, and what the differences were.
Oh, gee. I started dropshipping about a year ago. It was 2023 December. Of course, I started with paid ads. I lost the money on it and just made zero sale. And then somehow I crossed YouTube and I saw your channel. I saw like, this guy is legit. So I threw my money in, I started the program, and the first couple months, I made nothing. But that was mainly my fault because I wasn't putting enough time in it. And then, so I was step away from the program after because I had my daughter. My daughter was born during those days. And so I was taking care of her, and I was keep doing drop shipping on the side. Sean is a really nice guy. Like Sean always contact me, making calls here and there, making sure I'm doing all right. And he's probably the biggest reason why I rejoined the program. So I test about like 10 products, and then I found this winner. I rejoined the program. Yeah, that's my journey so far.
I see. And what was the main learnings from the program itself? Like, what was the biggest things you got from it so far?
The most impact thing I had after I joined the program is surrounding with like good people. Like drop shipping is lonely. Like before I joined the program, I saw like maybe I post 1-2 videos per week. It's good. But in here, the standard is 2 videos per day. Yeah. You won't know if you're not joining the program, and you have to run multiple products.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's the biggest advantage you got here.
Yeah, and it's just like redefining volume to another level. And like at this point, you obviously understand posting 2 videos a week is nothing. It's literally nothing, right? But this is a standard which people set to themselves by them, like in the beginning. And then obviously when they join, this is how you get good. You consistently post a bunch of videos, and you consistently get feedbacks on the videos and on the product, and this is what makes you grow. What problems did you face along the way? Like, what was the main things which were problematic for you generally?
I got 2 like big problems on my journey. One is time, because I'm a married guy, so I have a daughter. So my life is not only about myself anymore. I have to support my family. So time. Sometimes I have to make decisions. I will either do my work, or I would do my duty as like a husband, like a son and a father. That's the first one. The second one is momentum. Is that the word? I start losing my momentum after I found my winner. Like it's really bad. I'm sorry to building it back.
This is a very common pattern. And I think in the beginning, the pain of not making it work is just so high that you try your best to make it work. And all of a sudden, the pain is gone. You made $100,000 with this in a few months. Like you think, all right, now everything is fine. I made it work. It's good. And then you just start spending your time on other things. And I've seen this happen so often. It happened to me as well. That it's very difficult to keep being motivated when it's not super bad. And this is like this middle space where you didn't make it yet. Like you're not rich, but you made good money. And that's like the middle spot where there's no pain, but you don't have enough money in the bank.
That's the worst, man.
The worst. It's the worst. The pain is gone, but you still don't have enough money. So the thing you always have to keep in mind is that you're so in the beginning of your journey that it doesn't even count. Like these $100,000, forget about them. They don't count at all. You should see yourself as a complete beginner who wants to make significantly more money, and it's just going to take time. And I also understand, by the way, like the point you just made with like the family. I get that like fully, that you have to make sacrifices, and a lot of times you like it's very easy to make yourself the excuse that, okay, I'm doing this whole thing for my family. And this is what I told myself always. Like I told myself, I'm doing this whole thing for my family, so it's like it's good for them. But in reality, that's not always the case. Like my family doesn't really care about money. They want to have me around, and they care way more to just be with me and have a good time with me than me making a bunch of money and then giving it to them. It's like it's an excuse, and it's very important for everyone to understand that it's just an actual sacrifice, and this is sometimes what it takes. And it's the same thing as like I never try to like lie to myself about anything, and just there was moments in my life where I understood I make excuses to myself. I told myself for the longest time how like the gym keeps my mental state clear and I become more productive because I go to the gym. No, I just lose time. Instead of working, I go to the gym. Instead of working, I spend time with my family. Instead of spending time with my family, I work. It's like there's always a trade-off for everything, and it's very important to not like lie to yourself and tell yourself that it's not like that. And once you understand it, it's okay. And later on, in the end of the day, like the real game is how to make a bunch of money without spending your own time, but leveraging other people and employees to do that for you. And this is where kind of you get to the next level.
Good to hear, man.
Yeah. Did you dabble in that a little bit? Like, do you start working with creators or no?
Yeah, sort of. So for this account, in the past 2 months, like I would say half to 60% of the work were created by creators.
Do you have like other products currently running which you can't reveal?
I'm testing 2 more new products right now. It's still in the beginning phase, so I haven't made anything going viral, but I have high hope on that thing.
In terms of the content itself, what were the things that helped you the most to improve along the way? Like to make better content?
Creating content is really hard for me because I'm still a beginner and there's nobody I can copy for this product. One thing I found really helpful, which is just searching on the niche and see what other creators doing. Don't just see drop shippers, see creators, because eventually you competing with other creators. You're not competing with dropshipper because that's what people do.
What was your biggest high? I remember for me, making my first sale was cooler than making my first 10,000 sales. Like, what?
Yes.
For you?
100 times, like, agree on what you just said. Same happened here. So I tried dropshipping for 6 months and I made $0. The first ever sale I made, it was 1 a.m. or probably 2 a.m. I was in the office. So I video chat with my wife and I cried. Like I just on my that I started crying so hard. And then in the same week, I hit my 1,000 day, 2,000 day. 2 weeks later, I hit my first 5K day. And to be honest with you, I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad either. So it become a number. Like there's no emotion on it.
The first sale proved to me that this is real. I know for a fact I'm going to live from this forever. This was like my thought process was I have no idea what I'm doing. I just made $17 out of thin air, literally out of thin air. Just like did something on Instagram, all of a sudden I have a sale. This is insane. A week ago, I watched a YouTube video where a guy explains to me how to build this whole dropshipping store thing up and buy shout outs from Instagram pages. I did that and now I made $17. This is absolutely insane. And literally it changed my life. I called my whole family. I'm like, I'm not going to university, no college for me. I'm doing time forever. And like, it literally just changed my life. And I think it's just like a little thing which you see with your own eyes. I can make this work even without knowing what I'm doing. What can I do if I actually do know what I'm doing? You know, that was like the thought process. It's just the best feeling ever. And the same thing, like,
yeah, it is.
You're on like $1,000 a day, 5,000, 10,000. It doesn't feel the same. Like I was not jumping in the air. It was like happy, but it's not as crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's your plan from here? Like, what's the main struggles you have currently? What's the goals, etc.?
I'm still broke, by the way. So the biggest reason I started dropshipping is because I had my financial crisis. I had few failed investment, which lost like $70K. And then I got scammed by my friends and I lost another 80K. That's probably the biggest reason I started dropshipping.
Wait, you had a 70K investment that you lost and then you got scammed by your friends for another 80K?
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, can you talk about that or?
Yeah, sure. There is a friend who is running a company and we just met for like 3 days, 4 days. I know it sounds so silly and this is my problem. like I trust people too easy. So being knowing for 3 days, and he asked me for like to borrow him the money and just to recover, to start recovering his cash flow for the company. He say he will repay me in like a week, no interest at all, because it's purely just helping others. 1.5 years later, he's still not paying me back, and
Damn.
I learned my lessons, man.
Well, at least you can get some of the money back with the dropshipping stuff. How much of the money you made so far is profit, like dropshipping?
About 70K.
Okay. So that's a start.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Well, okay, then there's your motivation, you know. Like then this means that you still have to recover way more to
Yeah.
What's your goal from here? Where do you want to go from here?
Okay, first I want to recover everything in the past, and I want to just support my family, like let them know, like having this financial stress. I want to take this away. So that's my first goal. My second goal would be just starting my YouTube channel as in Chinese.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you have any benefits from being Chinese, speaking Chinese, and living in China? Was it somehow easy to connect with suppliers or something like that?
Dude, the biggest downside is the technical part. But besides that,
horrible, right? Like, well, it's so annoying to set it up.
Dude, like you already feel that. And also, I can't just use VPN to log in TikTok. I have to do another technical part to just log in the TikTok, Instagram, and everything else. Besides that, so I got really fast shipping time and just so million of products I can get access to. I can just call the factory and ask them, can I get like a demo? And they will ship to here in 2 days, sometimes just 1 day. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's amazing. Were you able to negotiate with the suppliers for like cheaper product cost later on as well?
Yeah, because we speaking the same language. It's just easier.
It's I know. We also we have a part of the team who also speaks Chinese, just to be able to negotiate with the suppliers, because it actually makes a massive difference to like build.
It is.
Did you tell your friends and family about this whole thing, or only your wife?
I share everything with my wife. Like I basically send her the report for every day, like how much money I made, because I want her to be happy. And about my friends, I only share this thing to a couple of my friends, because I don't have many friends, and I only share this one to my close friends. And surprise me, no one got interested into this. Not a single one. Understandable. They work for big company, top 500 Fortune company. Some guy just 2 guys working for Huawei, and they make a lot of money. They like stable job, because that's a big thing in China.
Yeah.
Stable job, government job.
I think it's a cultural thing. Every culture is very different, and I also saw how like people from different countries like just literally react so different. I'm like with this whole mentorship, I have so many students where I have the overview over how their guys reacted, and it's like night and day difference in almost every country. And I've also like most of Asia is also like that. Like it's way more important to have like a stable stable job than something which makes you a flashy number is nothing to a person who wants a stable income for the next 20 years, you know? So it's like something which is obviously very different.
Because most Asian parents want their kids to be lawyer or doctor. Since I'm not, I already failed my parents so hard.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna make them proud otherwise. I mean, I think if this just keeps going, it should be fine. What do you think stops you from getting to like 100K a month?
Okay, first thing, I need better products. But I do feel like sometimes the 30K product and 100K product, they're not big difference. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's just sometimes you hit it. You can't really tell. But I do know there's some products that are like 100K products, but I think I just need to have a better product. And of course, I need to spend more time on my storyboarding, storylines, hooks, and just increasing the chance of me hitting 100K.
Well, here's what I think. You made 100K and your content is fairly good. The only differentiating factor, which is going to get you from 100K to 100K a month to $1 million, is a perfect product, which is going to work long term. Every single person who made over $1 million with organic dropshipping had some sort of thing, and that was the reason for why they made it work. It's like after making a few $100,000, it's not as simple as in the beginning. You can't just do the same thing and expect it to 10x. You have to have some sort of competitive advantage. And in your case specifically, and everyone has some sort of competitive advantage, I know that. In your case specifically, I'm almost sure it's going to be the manufacturing side. I know there's going to be some products which are almost impossible to sell for a person who doesn't have good connections with suppliers, and will make it work. I know a few guys in the program right now where the only reason for them making so much money is they have a product that no one else can source. This means nobody can copy you, there's no competition, you just make money forever. And that's also a product which you can transfer to Facebook and scale in the long run, So your priority should exactly be there. You should be focusing on products which you see someone is trying to run or whatever, and no one can make it work on scale. That's the type of product you want. Like if you see something which no one can copy and you're the only person to run it, you're going to crush everyone. There's a few things which can be a competitive advantage. Like I would say in our case specifically, it's just the volume of output we have with everything. Like we have just so much being done for our stores that no one can compete with us in any way. But in your case, you don't have a massive team. It doesn't that's not going to be the competitive advantage. You live in China. That's the thing, So I would actively think about how you can use it the best way.
I really appreciate that. It's like showing me the path where I should go. Yeah.
Any questions generally you have to me?
So the first one is, how do I build my momentum back?
Okay, so first of all, do you not have momentum right now? Like, are you not working properly?
I'm working, but it's just not like it used to be. I'm like,
what's the difference?
Losing my time. Before I spent about 12 hours per day on my thing. Right now it's only 7 or 8 hours.
What do you do with the rest of the time?
Sometimes I do things that I used to say no. Right now I'm still decorating this house, and sometimes I talk to the supplier and make things perfect. But I let them do their thing because that's their profession. I don't ask them too many. They just deliver their thing and we good. But right now I start stepping in those things which are not necessary to my life. Yeah.
I get it. The first step is understanding what you're spending your time wrongly on. And you need to figure out what the things are which you mess up. And the second thing is having a list of things which are very clear money-making to-dos and increasing the daily goal. So for example, right now you post X amount of videos and test X amount of products. If we together set a goal, which is going to be, all right, we increase that by 5 videos extra per day and 2 products more per day, for example. All of a sudden, you don't have time for that. There's no time left for anything else. And you need to put yourself in the position where you know what the most money-making activities are, and you just don't leave time for the rest. And in my opinion, it's not even the best idea to increase the volume of output. That's that's just an example. Ideally, you would just spend more time per video, and you will have to tell yourself, all right, I have to post 8 videos today, and before I'm done with that, I can't go to sleep. And besides that, every single of these videos, I have to spend at least 30-40 minutes planning it, for example. And you just need to think more in terms of planning things out better. And if you have a very, very, very clear to-do list, it's half of the work. Like the momentum is done in the to-do list. I'm sure you know this. With the moments, the days where you were the most productive, your calendar was filled in, everything was properly done. You know exactly what you need to do, and you just cut out the rest. You have to have like a list of things which need to be done, and the rest you need to view as your free time. There's some activities like chatting with a supplier, which is fine, but it's free time work. I don't count that. Scrolling on the TikTok burner method and like doing product research, that's free time activities. That you shouldn't count that into the workday. So the main tasks you need to be doing are like the day-to-day stuff, and then the rest is after. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is also like when it comes to momentum generally, you just have to try to change things up. You need to set yourself some sort of challenge. All right, from today, I do X more. I do something different. I work there. I just go to another place, and like a little reset, so that's going to be probably the most helpful.
Okay, thanks for the tips, man. The second question is, what are the main differences between intermediate dropshipper and advanced dropshippers?
Well, it's volume and quality of product. Like if you have like a banger product that can be scaled with creators and Facebook ads, then you're advanced, because then you don't have to actively work in the business to make things work. Like the difference is literally you make money without working on the task actively. There's creators, there's Facebook ads, and the Facebook ads just keep running for you, and you just fuel them with creatives. So with videos, you like with new ads basically, and these ads are done from the creator. So it's like everything is done for you. You're just there managing a few hours a day, and it just works. And then what happens is you have so much more time to think that everything explodes. Because like for me, it feels like the most productive thing is just being in the business and doing the thing. But all of a sudden, when you're just like on top of the business, you see the mistakes, you identify what's wrong, you have time to think, and then all of a sudden it works, So that's probably it.
The last question, what factors do you think will change dropshipping in the next year?
In the next 1 year?
Yeah, or 2025.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's going to be significant changes. Generally, it might be something connected to TikTok Shop. Let's see how that plays out. The whole tariffs thing also, let's see. I don't want to jump on news before anything is clear. So probably if I would have to bet money on it, I would say nothing is going to change.
Okay, good to hear that.
In 1 year. Of course, something can happen, but I think no. If we talk about the next 5 or 10 years, it's obviously going to be AI. Like obviously, this is the main thing that's going to change. If we can have fully AI generated organic videos, which are going to just replace everything.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. Yeah, that's all my questions that I got.
If you would just like summarize your experience with the program and how you would explain it to somebody who isn't in, what would you say?
During those days, I was away from the program. There is a product I tried and I got attached to the product. And I made 120 videos for that one single product. And there's no single video the view goes beyond 1,000. If there is a person that with experience and tell me where do I change or should I kill the product, I could easily save like 2 months of my time, which is huge. For my age, I'm 37 years old. I value time more than anything else. So if I can spend money to buy my time, this is a no-brainer.
And this is what it is. In the end of the day, like people, I mean, by the way, you look like you're 25. You don't look 37 at all, but like,
yeah, thanks, man. Most people guess my age wrong by like 10 years.
Fully wrong. But you value your time. People who actually are 20 or 25 and don't have any life experience don't really value their time. Okay. And the problem they miss is that their time, they detach their time from the things they could be doing. For example, you test 2 months of a bad product. That's not just 2 months of your life. This is 2 months of you testing not a good product. You could have spent these 2 months testing a good product and made a bunch of money. So you not only lose time, you lose experience, you lose like the opportunity cost of real money, of the experience you lost, and all these things is compounding. And this is something which people completely forget. They don't value, all right, I can just do things by myself. I can do it for a year, no problem. Let me test 20 products instead of 3 products and find a winner. And they don't understand how much money they've lost in the process. Like if they would have found
exactly
the winner in the first few months, and later on they already have the skill of organic dropshipping and they can keep printing, like it's a completely different like reality than if they just try it for a year and nothing works. And the opportunity cost is the real thing which we save. The mentorship, if you apply the things we tell you in the program, the mentorship is not only literally free, like everything that you pay for the program is 100% like for sure going to be made back by making the right decision, because you have the opportunity cost of making the wrong decisions, and that is what's saved by not doing them. So yeah, like for everybody watching right now, if you're interested in getting guidance for the whole process in terms of like starting a dropshipping store and scaling it in the long run, you can click the link below, sign up for a call, and we see if it's a good fit.
For people who is going through the challenges of dropshipping right now, this journey can be really hard. You might feel lost and lonely at times, wonder if it's worth it or not. But if you keep putting your head down and do the work, you will eventually see the light and get rewarded. And trust me, this is a great feeling.